Hey, this one isn't for everyone. This is for the men and women who wore the uniform, the ones who served quietly, carried more than they should have, and kept going long after the world stopped paying attention. If you're here, if you're still breathing, it means something simple. You made it through things that should have broken you, and you're still standing. Not because life was kind, not because fate was gentle, but because something inside you refused to quit. Most Canadians have no idea what service actually asks of a person. They see ceremonies, they see Remembrance Day, they see the uniform, but not the weight behind it. They don't see the moments burned into your memory. They don't see the buddies you lost. They don't see the chaos you adapted to. They don't see the things you had to swallow just to keep functioning. Other veterans, we see it immediately. There's a reason veterans go quiet. You're not avoiding the past, you're protecting people from it. There are nights you never talk about. Memories you keep locked down because civilians wouldn't understand. Stories you soften because the real version is just too vivid, too sharp, and too heavy. Another veteran doesn't need the details. They know the look, the pause, the dark humor hiding the pain. Call it trauma. Call it an operational stress injury. Call it ghosts. The terminology doesn't really matter. But here's the truth. Your soul isn't broken. It's a layered entity. It has been fragmented by impact, but not destroyed by it. The fragmented pieces don't mean it's a weakness. They mean you survived things most people will never comprehend. Leaving the military is its own battle. You go from structure to uncertainty, from belonging to isolation, from purpose to paperwork, from a team that would bleed for you, to a system asking for one more form. You're not weak for struggling with transition. You were trained for extreme environments, not for this. There's a bond civilians will never fully understand. Not Hollywood's version, the real one. The one built in snow, mud, dust, heat, rain, long nights, cold mornings, lack of sleep. A bond where a nod is a full conversation. A dark joke means, "I see you, brother." A pause means, "I know this part is hard." Silence is understood, and you'd carry someone else's weight without thinking twice. This is the band of brothers and sisters, not dramatized, not romanticized, just real. You didn't lose that when you left the uniform. It lives in your bones. After everything life threw at you, injuries, loss, grief, sleepless nights, memories you never asked for, marriages that didn't survive the weight, bureaucracy, the setbacks. You're still standing, not because you're unbreakable, but because you refuse to stay broken. That quiet, tired, steady resiliency, that's your superpower. You may feel forgotten. You may think your story doesn't matter. But here's the truth. Canada needs the kind of strength you carry. Veterans carry a piece of this nation inside them, a piece forged in places most citizens will never see. And even now, your presence still matters. If life feels smaller now, if your home feels too quiet, if your memories feel too loud, if you've buried more than you expected to, you're not alone. There are veterans across this country walking the same quiet road. This message, this channel, is part of that road. Hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are still standing. Here you don't have to perform. You don't have to explain. You don't have to hide the hard parts. This is a calm place to land, a place to breathe, a place built by someone who understands the road you've walked. It's time to rebuild, quietly, steadily, and together. So stand fast, steady up. My proud brothers and sisters, we are Canadians, we are resilient, and we have resolve.